Okay, but didn't they have like a pilot episode or something?
They definitely recorded it. They had Charlie Talbert as Billy Bob, so
Who's
somebody
that?
different. And yeah, they had like different characters. None of the original people from
Right.
the movie were going to be in it, which is probably why it didn't work. Now,
Well,
whether
right.
they aired the pilot or not, I didn't. It said it was just scrapped. So that
Oh,
makes me
well.
think it didn't air.
So why do it's like one of those weird things where I'm like, I swear I had seen that, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm just confusing it with 8,800 other football
Right.
teen shows.
Yeah, which there are so many.
There's been a lot.
So you
There's
know
been
me,
a lot.
I have to look into controversy around all the things. Not really anything other than what you would expect.
What we talked about, yeah.
Right? It's rated R. Some critics thought it went glamorized drinking, underage drinking, partying, and sex. A lot of people did not like that whipped cream bikini scene. There's actually another piece, though, that I hadn't really thought about. A lot of people were upset at how it portrayed Texas high school football culture.
But that's for real.
I know. But some people felt like Varsity Blues made them look corrupt and abusive.
Well, but that does happen.
And having a coach make players push through injuries.
Also happens.
Right. So I think it's one of those things where it's like, first of all, it's a movie. It's going to be an extreme version. And second of all, like, sure, we're not saying every coach does that. But it does happen. It's based on reality.
Guarantee you can Google something similar that happened back in the day.
Easily.
I mean, pro athletes and coaches are still getting in trouble nowadays for shit like that.
Absolutely.
So why would you think? Whatever.
Yeah.
People are always going to get upset. I mean, the teen drinking and stuff. Yeah. That's every teen movie.
I know. And I mean, it did seem a little excessive because I remember watching it thinking 99, so I was almost graduated from high school. But I remember watching that thinking, oh, wow, like that's, I guess, what it'll be like in college, or like that being the expectation. I don't know.
I was in college when this came out.
And so how much of that is like young people just do behave that way? And how much of that is shaped by things like media? Here's the thing, though.
There is a lot of underage drinking in high school in small towns because there's nothing else to do.
That's true.
And I'm not saying that, like, I know that. Like, I'm just saying, like, and it can become a problem. It can, addiction happens and really tragic accidents happen.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know. I feel like everything in this movie was over the top on purpose.
Agree. Yeah.
So, like,
it was going for shock value.
And it was a rated R movie.
Yeah. It was.
So how old do you have to be? 17 to see that?
I think so. Yeah. 17.
So
yeah. Okay. Well, then another interesting controversy. Do you remember this whole celebrity parents paying people to take their kids' SATs and write their admissions essays? That was dubbed Operation Varsity Blues.
Why?
I don't know. That's what the FBI called it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But that's what that whole scandal is called.
That's so gross.
So isn't that weird? Even though it literally has nothing to do with the movie at all. I could see if, like, it involved an actor from the movie or something.
Did it?
No, not that I can see.
Well, that whole scandal, even though that has nothing to do with this movie, even though it was called that, but that made me so irritated.
Yeah.
Because number one, first of all, I hate it when people use their privilege like that. Like, it's so selfish and so it disadvantages so many people and it's just so greedy. But also, that's shitty parenting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I don't like to judge other people's parenting because Lord knows I got enough problems of mine in my parenting. But when you are paying you're basically telling your kid, number one, it's okay to lie. And number two, money will buy you whatever you want. Right.
You can just take shortcuts.
And that's not because
that hurt other people.
Like we talked about on Dawson's Creek when she cheated on the PSAT, they're like, oh, it's just a practice test. No, because those scores determine National Merit Scholar, right? So you're paying someone to take an SAT test for your kid who might get an amazing score and get into an amazing school and get scholarships or accolades that take it away from the person next in line who did the work themselves.
Right.
Ugh,
I know. No, I hated that too. That whole thing was.
And I'm glad they got caught.
Yeah, me too. And that people like villainized them for it. Like
you should
they should. They totally should. And they got like in criminal trouble too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like
probably not as much as they should have.
No, probably not. But the public definitely turned on them. So that's all I had from a research perspective. So let's talk about the
Let's talk about, do you have notes on the movie?
You know what's funny? Yes, but I don't know if I brought the notebook, but that's okay. They're up here. Well, because I was sitting watching it with my husband, so I felt weird. I didn't want my phone.
Yeah, I always have my notebook right next to me.
So I did have a notebook, but I don't think I brought it. No.
Okay.
That's my Dawson's notebook.
Oh, it's not the same. Katie has more notebooks. I just put everything in this one.
Yeah, that's what I should do.
Okay, we already talked about Texas accents.
Yes.
We already talked about a lot of this.
Yeah, it kind of came up already.
I mean, okay. All right. So we talked about the teen drinking. I did write down, I forgot I read about this, about the binge drinking. Mm-hmm. That, I think the drinking is one thing, but the binge drinking is another, like where they're playing quarters and doing shots, or the scene where Billy Bob's in his truck and he's just drinking a bottle of Jack. That is where I feel like, ooh, yeah, like a couple of teens having beers at a party, all right, but the binge drinking, because that is a really big problem, especially in colleges.
Yeah.
But the whole puke and rally, I confess on this podcast that I distinctly remember doing that all the time.
Oof.
Yes, ma'am. I can remember and my sorority sisters who are listening out there, we did this. Yeah, we'd be out. You wanted to keep going. It's too early in the night to call it a night, so you just go throw up, puke, and rally. The worst. Look, I'm not saying that's a good choice. That is the worst decision for your body. Do not do that. But I 100% did that.
Yeah, you remember it. Yeah. And when he puked in the washing machine, I was actually, this is old me. I was like, that's not a terrible place if you're going to puke, I guess.
No, because
you just clean it up.
Well, but the chunks don't come out. You have to dig those out.
Well, still bad then. Yeah.
Do you want to know? This is a horrible story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So when I went to college, I didn't know my roommate. So we got assigned roommates. I got there early because I went through Rush. Mm-hmm. She did not. She was pretty local. She only lived like 40 minutes away. So we hadn't met yet. Or maybe we had met for like brief moment. Mm-hmm. But the night she moved in was girls' bid day. Okay. Or maybe it was guys' bid day. I don't know. It was some like big party, like on some big party on Fraternity Row. Okay. So I went out, and meanwhile, I'd only lived in this dorm less than a week. So you're still not really used to stuff. We had communal bathrooms. We had to go all the way down the hall, like to go pee and stuff. And so anyway, I had gone out, and meanwhile she was there moving in or whatever. So I don't think we had conversed at this point. So I get home at like 2 a.m., stumble in the bed. In the middle of the night, I wake up and I have to throw up. Okay. Ooh. I knew I wouldn't be able to make it down the hall. And I at least had the sense enough not to puke in our sink.
Yeah.
So I thought I grabbed a trash can.
Uh-oh. You did not grab.
And threw up in it. What I grabbed was an empty tote, like plastic tote of mine, and threw up in that.
At least it was empty.
And she wakes up. We ended up being great friends, so it's fine. And she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, do you need some help? I was like, no. But then I had to take that thing down the hall
to the bathroom
and clean it. Y'all, what a way to meet your roommate. Yeah. 10 out of 10 do not recommend that. Like,
oh, it's going to be a long year.
Thankfully, she ended up being chill, and she thought we laughed about it later. Not instantly.
No, not instantly.
Because it was just
that's so funny.
It's like gross.
I definitely puked after I drank, but like that was it. Like if I puked, I was done.
Well, that's, if you get to a point where your body
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. What is the word I'm getting for?
Expelling. Yeah.
What is inside you, you need to go to bed.
Yeah. Stop. Just stop.
Like that is a huge red flag.
Yeah. Your body is
Knock
rejecting.
Like it's
the things you are putting in it.
Leave it be.
Yeah. I think that's what I meant more than like teens just having a beer at a party, but was like the quarters game, and everyone just so drunk that I feel like that has to shape a little bit because it normalizes it a little. I mean, people were puking and stuff, but otherwise you're not seeing them hungover. Although you did see the players hungover.
They were
the strip club. And out in that heat, my stomach was turning watching them.
Well, except the one guy didn't drink. One guy, but he still was out all night.
Right. So
you're still exhausted. Like
Yeah.
you can't have your body operate like that, even at a
Right.
young age.
No.
Like, because I mean, alcohol is poison that you're putting into your body. It can only process so much.
Only so much. Yes.
Okay, what else do I have? Okay, the football dads.
Mm-hmm.
I hated all of them.
Uh-huh.
The
Me
toxic masculinity was everywhere. The poor little brother.
I loved him.
And the mom was just like, good for you.
Yeah.
Look at you. She's like, did you start yourself a cult? Do you
And
remember
then she's
that?
like, that's wonderful.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Starting a cult.
Yeah.
But the dads, and I mean, they were supposed to be.
They were supposed to
and
be.
like, that's real.
I know.
That's real. I hated it. And like all the older dudes in that town, like they had nothing better to do but talk about high school football.
Well, and they were like at the practices. I get the dad's sort of being there,
but like that other guy,
the random guy, and then like the sheriff's there.
But
and like,
also that is also accurate.
Yeah.
Like that is some people's whole life. And it's so funny how when they were sitting there, did I write it down? I thought I wrote down the quote. Hold on. I wrote down another quote I'll say, but the guy, where he's like, them boys having the time of their lives.
Yes.
I'm like, if the time of your life is high school,
yeah,
that's pretty sad.
But I think that was well written, right? Because you're supposed to feel that way. Like, but yeah, you're supposed to be like, oh, right, because you're sort of reliving your own glory days to them also, instead of making your own memories now.
Whenever people say that I just get like, if that's the peak of your life, you're doing life wrong, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't have like, that was the greatest time of my life. You should continually have great times.
Right.
You should have eras of great times.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like you're going to have highs and lows. But you can't like, and that's something I know I tell my kids and even myself sometimes. It's like, look, remember when you were in that low point and then the high point happened after that? You wouldn't have gotten to that if you had just given up or if you had just whatever. So like it's okay because you're going to have more highs like as you go and more lows. Like everything's temporary.
Yeah, that's true. And I hate it when parents live through their kids.
Yeah.
I hate it. Your kids, celebrate your kids 100%. I will always support my kids, but celebrate what they're doing.
Yeah.
But what I can't stand, and we see it a lot in theater and sports, is people living their dreams through their kids and getting way too wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
Like, and this is going to sound really cold, and I do kind of mean it. Like, you need your own life.
Yeah. 100%.
You need 100%. Your own life. And that, when I was a full-time stay-at-home mom and in the military world, that was the hardest thing for me, is that I couldn't have my own, like it was, well, let me change that. It was way harder to have my own things outside my kids because I was constantly doing stuff for them when they were little because Troy was not there.
Right.
So I get it. I'm not saying like you have all this free time, but I would still want to talk about other things. And when oh God, it was like, people just want to talk about their kids, what their kids were doing and this and that, which is fantastic. Like, I do want to hear about your life.
Sure.
But like, have you read any books? Like, do you listen to any music? Like, have you watched any movies that weren't related? Like, can we talk about other things?
Right.
You need a life outside your kids.
And I think there's eras for that. Like you mentioned,
Oh yeah, I have way more time now.
You might want to be reading the books and want to be doing the whatever, and you just can't. You don't have that thing. But being able to get back to it when you can, for sure.
Yeah.
And I totally agree. And I think that when you said you need to have your own life, one thing I've really been learning, I have 4 teenagers now.
So wild.
My youngest, we lost our last baby tooth yesterday, so the tooth fairy came for the last time last night, and that kind of hit me because I added it up. I'm like, that's like 100 times the tooth fairies come.
Holy shit!
They have 20 baby teeth.
Look at you doing the math on teeth.
I looked it up.
Okay,
because I thought it was way more. I'm like, don't kids have like 48 teeth? I'm like,
they're sharks. They're sharks.
They don't. They definitely. He's like, adults have 32, and I'm like, no, they don't. Yeah, he's right.
48 teeth is
only
lot.
20. It's only 20 for baby teeth, and then we get 32. Everyone, but fresh from Google and my husband. But I, to your point when you said you should have your own life, also kids should have their own lives.
Oh,
that's the other part of that. And I think they did a good job of that in this movie.
Yes.
Where you are trying to like Mox. He's like, I want to go to Brown on an academic scholarship. I don't want to play football. And I liked that he stuck with that. I thought that was a good choice because a lot of times at the end of the movie, you're like, oh, and then they become a big star. And he was like, that was the last time I played. And we had that game and that victory and that team. And that is amazing on its own. And I was like, yeah, I feel that, you know? So anyway, I'm
with that. Okay. So when they're in the, I can't stop laughing about it because I'm just picturing the man saying it. I laugh so hard when the two guys are at the bar and they're talking about Tweeter going around town causing a ruckus. And he goes, they went and put their wieners on the glass
of the Alanis Club or the
Kiwanis Club.
Yeah, whatever they said. Oh my God.
Their wieners were on the glass.
And then the other one's like, oh no, now that's just too far. Yeah.
That's just too far. Wieners on the glass.
Yeah. I loved that scene. That was really funny. I love those two actors. I was very entertained by them.
Oh, I can't.
That was really funny.
Okay. I think hold on. Yeah, the strip club scene. I put, why do the parents look so old in these older movies?
Did they? I have to think about it. I mean, I guess.
I mean, they're like supposed to be our age.
Yeah.
Although, shit, do we look like that?
Maybe we do. Maybe we do, Danny.
Facts.
I mean, the mom, and the dads too.
They did. They looked super old. But that's like Dawson's parents look old. Like the poor mom's haircut is terrible. Like I feel like now parents, we don't look as old. Okay. All right. I think maybe I just need a reality check. Somebody go right on our YouTube. Y'all look old AF. Get out of here.
You look older than Dawson's mom in 1998.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, seriously. I think hold on. The parents and the old. That's it. That's all I got.
That was it. Yeah. I mean, overall, so what star rating would you give it?
I mean, I take away a little just because it's about sports and bleh. I'll give it 4.5 maybe.
I think like a 4.
Yeah.
4.5. And again, this is one I watched with someone else.
And so
it was
better.
enjoyable.
It's better.
It's very enjoyable. And it was great because I wasn't watching it late in the day when my brain is done, but I wasn't watching it at 4 a.m. So 10 a.m. might be the sweet spot for my movie watching.
Hilarious.
I should start watching Dawson's then. And look, any of the scary movies that we're about to watch, I may be watching in broad daylight with someone else because I'll be too scared.
You can't do that with scary movies.
I can't.
You got to do it in the dark.
How about like 4 a.m. dark or like
No. It's got to be nighttime. You better take a nap that day. You better rest up so you can watch Lost Boys. Although it's not that. I mean, it's creepy, but
okay.
Listen.
All right. I can do
Scary movies.
I feel good about it.
I can't wait. Oh, by the way, we are going to start spooky season early, everyone.
Just because we have so many ideas.
We have so many things.
Why not?
We gotta refine it a bit. But we have said 100 times about a bunch of different scary movies. Oh, we need to watch that in October. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to start early.
And we don't just want to watch movies. We want to do other stuff too. So we're going to have kind of like maybe sort of like we did for Xennial Girl Summer, not books necessarily, but rotate movies with other stuff.
Because now I'm starting to read some other books and I don't have time to break that up.
Time for reading.
I got strategy.
That's okay. We'll bring the books back a different time.
No, I mean, I'm reading. I just started Sunrise on the Reaping. And then I think I'm going to go back and read all the Hunger Games again.
Nice.
I think so.
That's a good idea.
So I got like a plan. So I ain't got time to squeeze in and get a book.
No, we're good. We're good. All right, listeners. Well, thank you for sticking with us. And if you are a James Vanderbeek fan and that's how you found us, make sure you are listening to our Dawson's Creek series, Nostalgic or Problematic. We're in season 3, but you can go all the way back and start in season 1 if you want, or just join us wherever.
You can just listen anyway, because most of the people that listen to those never watched more than one episode of Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, exactly. And they're still very enjoyable.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in those. And whatever you do, make sure you leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening. Comment on our social media. Comment on YouTube and TikTok.
Share with people.
Share either the episodes or our clips. That really helps us get found in the algorithms, all the places people listen.
Our algorithms are taking a dip.
Are they?
What's up with that?
I don't know.
We're still hilarious.
I don't know. So if you still think we're hilarious, just give us a little like.
Y'all just share us. Go share us with somebody.
Yeah, go share us.
Sharing is caring.
It is. And we'll see you next time on Generation in Between. Bye, guys.